Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have some media on media crime to report. Frankie from Flatbush, FSPN, and the Frankie from Flatbush show. We're going to be a quick one today about Breece Hall. People are concerned, thinking about whatever you want to say about Breece Hall and his contract extension, and then this morning, we got a report from none other than Boomer Esiason himself, who's on the radio in the New York market with someone named Geo, whoever that is. But Boomer Esiason, we know who he is. And he's got connections, he's got sources, he's got, he's clued in, you would say. And he came out and said the Jets are offering the Breece Hall a 4-year deal, $60 million, $48 million guaranteed, 48 guaranteed. And everybody said, what? This is wackadoodle. And so that rumor spread throughout the Jets land. Oh my goodness, we're going to give Breece Hall all this money. For a running back. What are they doing? And then, none other than Country Club Connor Hughes on X at Connor_J_Hughes said the following. Looked into the report. The Jets offered Breece Hall a 4-year, $60 million extension. Sources on both sides of the negotiation insist that was never on the table. Hall and the Jets would like to get something done. I'd expect them to re-engage soon to try to find common ground. That specific deal, though, was not presented, they say. So that's a pretty stinging rebuke from Mr. Hughes of Mr. Esiason, because he obviously, the source on the Hall side is Nicole Lynn. I mean, we don't have to speculate. That's his agent. He just called Nicole Lynn and said, is this true, Miss Lynn? And she said no. So that's that side. And then obviously he confirmed with somebody on the Jets, probably not Mooj himself, but somebody on the negotiating team. There's multiple people who work on these things. And so he got it from both sides. So there's virtually no way this is wrong unless everybody lying. And somehow Boomer Esiason's sources are someone other than Nicole Lynn. I mean, who's going to know better than Nicole Lynn? She's the agent. I mean, she's the one doing the deal. And Nicole Lynn, by the way, is one of the best agents in all of football. And so, if her side is denying it, it's denied. It's not happening like that. Now, I would anticipate that this gets done like everybody's saying, like Hughes says here, Hall and the Jets. So when both parties want to get something done, it usually gets done. Now, the problem is that there's no deadline to do so for the next month plus. So from Hall's side, there's no real reason not to wait. If you wait, maybe they put in some sweeteners. What's the difference? If you take whatever the best offer is now, you're not going to get any sweeteners. So might as well wait and see if they sweeten the pot a little bit. So that's probably what's going on. Everybody probably knows what it's probably going to come down to, but because there's no deadline right now, no real reason to take whatever the offer really is. The more reasonable people amongst us are saying that the deal is probably, a 3-year deal that's really a 2-year deal, something like that. And, he's going to get 25, 26 million, like a 3-year, $42 million, $45 million deal, but not all of that's going to be guaranteed. 25, 26, 20, maybe 30 is guaranteed. I don't know. And depends how you split up the guarantees and the signing bonus and all of this. But the basic parameters of the deal should be known and shouldn't take long. Once it comes close to deadline time, that's probably when it gets done. So here's a quick one today. Media on media crime. Connor Hughes shooting down, boom, 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 with his big media gun. Boomer Esiason, maybe Boomer, engaging in a little rage bait on the radio. Lord help us.